Hello, everybody. Welcome to May of 2026 video exclusive number 9. I don't expect that this will air over the audio only as a later previous video exclusive. So this is likely your only chance to see and hear this. And today I wanted to talk about America. Oh, excuse me. Just had lunch. Salad's coming back to haunt me. TMI, I know. All right. I think I need to take an omeprazole. Anyway, video exclusive number 9, America 250, 3 points. Dr. Besant is on handling the White House press conference duties today while who's her face? How quickly I forget is out on child leave to have her child. I can picture her in my head, but I can't think of her name right now. But anyway, not important. But I heard something today that I heard for the first time. I've kind of addressed it. So yeah, America 250. I'm wearing my semi-quincentennial America 250 shirt. Currency. Well, first let's do inflation. I've talked about it. Inflation, hyper in front of it is bad. A certain degree of inflation is always good. We want it in the low twos because we're always talking about growth and expansion, and that's part of it, an inflation rate. So some prices go up, wages go up, but the issue is, do wages go up like Trump's first term and this term faster than the rate of price inflation? So there's wage inflation and there's price inflation. Two very different things. You never hear the left talking about that because they don't know anything. They don't know economics. They can barely handle basic math. That's why they have Commie Core math to make it even more confusing. So you don't want hyperinflation. You want inflation around the 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 rate, preferably less. During Trump's first term, I think it was down to 1.9. That's great, right? That's around the 2% mark. That's acceptable inflation, because if you're getting a 3.5% raise when the inflation rate is 1.9, dumbasses on the left, that's better than getting a 5% raise under Biden, but inflation is 9%. You're actually losing ground, but you can't talk economics or accounting to dumbasses like they are. They don't know, they don't want to know, they don't care to know, they just want to live in their delusional bubble. But I heard the term disinflation or de-inflation. That's different than deflation. You also don't want deflation. There is all kinds of problems associated with that. So we indeed need this term. I've only heard for the first time, full disclosure. I don't know if it's been used around banking or not, economic circles or not before this, but indeed we need disinflation, de-inflation, that is trying to bring the affordability issue that I've talked to many times. See in the catalog, the left lying about afford. Yes, the price of gas is temporarily up. It's still less than during the Joe Biden administration because of bad Joe Biden policy. It's only temporarily back up. Still less than during Joe's administration because of the Iran issue, the conflict, and hopefully there's an end to that in sight sometime soon. Maybe not fully until the end of the year, who knows, hopefully before the midterms. We need to get prices of gas down, absolutely. Price of fuel causes inflation of other things because you have to move other things around. So, but we are in a period of disinflation, de-inflation. Prices have on many things, a lot of beef is another one where it's not been coming, and that's a head count issue. That's bad leftist policy. Again, the Obama years and the Biden years, there are less heads of cattle. You got less cattle, there's less beef available. It's going to take a dozen years to solve that problem. That problem can't be solved overnight. And I'm for truth in advertising, nation of origin. If you want to buy state of origin, even I want state or province. I don't want just USA beef. No, I want to know if it's coming from Kansas or Utah or Texas or some cattle ranch here in Michigan. I want to know the actual origin of that cow or that pig on our produce that we're buying in the meat counter at the grocery store. So allowing more foreign beef in temporarily relieves some of the price problem. But hey, if you don't want to buy beef from Mexico or Canada or Europe, and especially not from China, then you should know where that beef's coming from, and you could decide to shop somewhere else. And indeed, maybe pay a few pennies more because it's an American product that way, and you're supporting fellow Americans. So there's that. Prices, for the most part, are coming down. Beef is an issue. Gas, temporarily, because of the conflict. That will resolve itself, and those prices will come down again too. So we'll have a good disinflation or de-inflation, not a deflation period. If you're in deflation, that's bad too. All kinds. I'm not going to go deep in the weeds on the why. Hyperinflation and deflation, opposite ends, both bad. You want the sweet spot of inflation in the 2% area. Slightly under is better than slightly over, but if it's 2 point something, we're doing something right. And if it's 1 point something, we're really doing something right. If it's got a 0 point something, well, we're getting close to deflation, and that could be a problem. So the economy, yes, is it booming yet? We got the great new golden age again, the roaring 20s of the 2020s rather than the 19th. Not entirely yet, but the policies are in place and we're well on our way. But I wanted to mention currency. I have talked in the past, several episodes, about the Harriet Tubman bill. She's supposed to replace what? Wilson on the $20 bill. Obama canceled that. Trump tried to bring it back, but they blocked it still during Trump. It was passed during the G.W. Bush years, but Obama, the racist, can't have a black woman on the currency. Hey, leftists, that's how you play the game. Black man trying to block the black woman on the currency. It's got to be because of racism. That's how you play that game, right? So it was racist. There's no question about that. It had to be only because of racism. Trump tried to bring the movement back. It didn't get done. And my solution was create a new bill. I suggest a $75 bill because 50 and 100 doesn't quite buy what it used to. $50 bills, $100 bills aren't what they used to be. Obviously, I'm 63, 10 years ago, let alone 30, 40 years ago, a $100 bill when I was young would get you a lot of stuff. Today, a $100 bill, you might spend that on one small grocery trip for one person, not a family of four. We could use a $250 bill, and I'm getting there. But so you don't want to replace Wilson? Okay, let's make a $75 bill for Tubman. And Besant got a question. Can Trump be on the $250 bill? Well, this is America250 this year. Absolutely, positively makes sense. We should have a $250 bill to celebrate the semi-quincentennial, 1776 to 2026. Absolutely created, but can Trump be on it? As it stands now, no, the law does not allow a living person on our bills. Should Trump, principles, not personalities. Principles. Now, if the Kamalianists would have got elected, God forbid the trouble we'd been. We really need a $250 bill if the Kamalianists got in and the Biden year stagflation was still destroying our currency values like it was during his 4-year term. And so a $250 bill, yeah. Trump on it? He's president now. If the Kamalianists were president, she should be on it. If Biden were serving a second term, he should be. Who's ever serving during America250, the semi-quincentennial? That's not difficult to understand. Nonpartisan stuff, you morons. It's principles, not personalities. But the left, of course, because it's Trump, TDS, no, we can't let Trump. But there's legislation in Congress, it has to go through Congress to change that. I just want an exception made. Build an exception into the law. That's it. Not eliminate the rule, no living person on the currency, just this time, because POTUS 47 is Trump during the 250th celebration. We are going to create a $250 bill, and the president who is president during that time will be on it. Simple. Solved. I don't want the rule eliminated because then morons will be wanting, the next Democrat president, whoever it is, they're going to want to, we never put Tubman on the 20, but President Dumbfuck, because he's got a D by his name, should replace Wilson on the 20. Wilson was a Democrat. We'll replace him with another Democrat. No. So don't change the law entirely, create an exception because of America250. This is simple stuff. So I'm going to leave it at that. You get it. The left doesn't get it. They won't get it. They will never get it. They don't know. They don't want to know. They just live in their TDS bubble. Anyway, all right, you know what? I was not going to tack a song on the end of this, but I think I will. I'm going to put Tantrum Delusion Syndrome, TDS. We all know what that is, really Trump Derangement Syndrome. But here's my song, Tantrum Delusion Syndrome. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all. Have a good one.
Yeah. Tantrum delusion syndrome. Hey, baby. Oh, yeah. Yo, sunrise creeping on a sleepy town. Another Tuesday, another frown. They wake up mad at everything. What kind of news do they even bring? TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, it's got them, they ain't got no home. In reality, it's a sad scene. Living in a permanent bad dream.
Facts are just suggestions to their mind. A different truth for all mankind. They twist and turn, they shout and scream. Lost inside their own little scheme,
TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, it's got them, they ain't got no home. In reality, it's a sad scene. Living in a permanent bad dream. Oh, the outrage, a constant wail. Like a broken record or forgotten trail. Can't find it.
They see what they wanna see. No truth, no honesty. Just loud shouts and mean tweets. Living life on repeat. Always complaining, never explaining.
TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, that's the news from home. TDS, tantrum delusion syndrome. They just can't leave it alone. Facts hit them hard like a brick. They just get sick.
logic, it just ain't there. Lost in a daze of despair.
Why so mad? Why so glum? Always beating that same drum. Can't they see the light of day? Just keep screaming, go away. TS tantrum delusion syndrome. Yeah, that's the news from home. TS tantrum delusion syndrome. TDS tantrum delusion syndrome. America250, wow, seem to have lost their way. Us real U.S. patriots fighting for our republic to stay. Our Judeo-Christian foundations tried and true. Freedom ringing for me and you. Hey! America250, we're looking in the mirror. Some folks lost the map, but we can see it clearer. Real U.S. patriots standing in the rain, holding on to the promise, keeping faith in the name. Judeo-Christian roots run deep, tried and true. We keep what we keep through the hard days, through the fight. We still know wrong from right. Freedom ringing for me and you. Freedom ringing, tried and true. We stand up, we won't back down. Republic strong in this hometown. Freedom ringing for me and you. Freedom ringing, red, white, blue. Hand on heart when the flag goes by. A 4th of July, sparks in the midnight sky. Moms in the pews, dads on the porch. Kids still learning what this country's for. Judeo-Christian roots run deep, tried and true. We keep what we keep through the hard days, through the fight. We still know wrong from right. Freedom ringing for me and you. Freedom ringing, tried and true. Oh, we stand up, we won't back down. Republic strong in this hometown. Freedom ringing for me and you. Oh, freedom ringing, red, white, blue. We're not done, not by a mile. We'll keep this fire, keep this trial. Whoa, nation still rising strong. Where the faithful still belong. Freedom ringing for me and you. Freedom ringing, tried and true. Oh, we stand up, we won't back down. Republic strong in this hometown. Oh, freedom ringing for me and you. Oh, freedom ringing, red, white, blue. Patriots, the people, we, part 2. Freedom for me and you. We hold these truths to be self-evident, all endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights. God bless America for another 250 years.
Eyes open wide, not living in fear, just knowing the signs when danger draws near.
There's a difference between fear and comprehension. Crime doesn't clock in, terrorism has no zip code. Anytime, any place, you better know which road. You are not an ostrich with your head buried in sand. You're a thinker with awareness and a reason you still stand. When the world erupts around you, don't let panic be your guide. Three options in the crisis moment, only one keeps you alive. Awake, not paranoid, situationally aware, not consumed by all the fear porn, but prepared to face what's there. Fight, flight, or maybe fade. Know the difference, make the call. A thinking mind won't be the sheeple trampled when the panic falls. Awake, not paranoid. Awake. Remember when the music stopped and panic filled the air? The stampede was the danger, not what triggered the scare. Fry and panda fire when you run without a thought. The threat that really kills you is the panic that you caught. Mama bear or ostrich, which one are you gonna be? Assess the situation, is that danger close to me? Is it in my orbit, is it coming from my space? Or do I fade to safety, live to fight another day? When the world erupts around you, don't let panic be your guide. Three options in the crisis moment, only one keeps you alive. Awake, not paranoid, situationally aware, not consumed by all the fear porn, but prepared to face what's there. Fight, flight, or maybe fade. Know the difference, make the call. A thinking mind won't be the sheeple trampled when the panic falls. Awake, not paranoid. Awake. Life over death, hope over fear, faith over despair. Keep your wits clear. Love over hate, good over evil, freedom over tyranny. Rise above the sheeple. They said burn out, don't fade away, but I say fade and live to see another day. Unless it's in your orbit, unless there's no escape, then you stand and fight. That's the choice that heroes make. Awake means you are watching, not wrapped in paranoia's chains. You carry situational awareness like an umbrella when it rains. Not selling fear, not peddling doom, just asking you to think before the panic swallows reason and you're swept across the brink. Awake, not paranoid, situationally aware, not consumed by all the fear porn, but prepared to face what's there. Fight, flight, or maybe fade. Know the difference, make the call. A thinking mind won't be the sheeple trampled when the panic falls. Awake, not paranoid. Awake. Think. Don't panic, assess. Don't assume. Fade when you can fight, when you must awake. Not paranoid, just awake.
Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist Podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.